I went to VidCon this year. It was my first one, and it was a heck of an experience overall. To give you a little bit of context, I actually went as an industry pass holder instead of just going as a community holder, and you might be saying to yourself, dude, you are hardly in the industry. I would agree, except for a couple things. Number one, I actually create videos as a part of my job. That's part of what I do in terms of creating training for people at work. In addition to that, I also wanted to explore the industry and get a better idea and a better understanding of the industry as a whole, and so I could understand if this is something that I really want to delve deeper into. Basically, I really looked at getting the industry pass as an investment. Let's talk real quick about what was different about the industry track. Number one, it added on an additional day that was based solely around industry and industry topics. It was only available to people who were holding industry passes, so it was a much smaller group of people. We're talking maybe in the 400 or 500 person range total, as opposed to the overall 12,000 group of people. But the topics that they were talking about were definitely geared towards the industry. It was definitely talking about the businessy sides of things. Don't get me wrong, there was definitely other points with content creators talking about how they connected with their audience and what they do to engage their community and how to help with that too. There were opportunities for networking for people that do this as a living and people who are looking to really get into it a little bit more. And of course, the industry keynotes that were available on the other days as well. Was it worth it? Probably the number one question that I got from people consistently was whether or not getting the industry pass was worth the additional money. Given the way that I was going into it, where I really wanted to explore and understand the industry better, and I really was looking for kind of some more of that businessy information, I found that it was a worthwhile investment for me. And that's really the way that I looked at it. I looked at it as the fact that this is not just something that I'm going to go do for fun. This is something that I want to explore and I want to understand better, and I want to understand how the business model works, and I want to see how that works going forward and see if it's something that I want to explore further. Essentially, I viewed that as an investment. I think it helped motivate me further. It gave me an idea as far as where the industry is going. There was definitely a lot of discussion around that and how things are really going to be changing over the next 6 to 12 months. And it gave me an idea as far as kind of solidifying or crystallizing where I want to go. So it's definitely not for everyone, especially given the amount of money that you'd be investing. You're talking about $50 for a community pass versus $400 some odd for an industry pass. Really what you have to weigh out is whether or not you want that additional industry information, that additional information about really the business of making online video, and if that's worth it to you. Again, I would just reiterate, it's really about making an investment. If you really want to get industry information, then yeah, it's probably worth it. But otherwise, honestly, probably better off just going with a community pass. So that wraps up what I wanted to talk about with my VidCon experience. If you have any questions about the sessions or the tracks that I attended, please feel free to leave a question in the comments down below, and I'll be sure to answer them for you. Also, while you're there, click on the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching.